Hello everybody and welcome to the Mechanical Channel. Hope you're enjoying the content. If you are, please like and subscribe as it really helps the channel. Quick update today. I apologise for the rather amateur sort of camera style we're going for at the minute, but I've discovered something in the console and I'm really worried about it. We're going to war. We've got biological warfare going on. We've got Woodworm, or at least we've got traces of it, and I'm sure it's new. So I can only assume it's been laying dormant, through the winter, and the past week when it's been quite hot, they're now starting to come out. Have a look. Now I know these weren't in the best condition to start with, but look at this. Look at it. I've just taken a screwdriver to that just to see if one of the little buggers was hidden in, and there's been about 3 or 4 poking their heads out today. So yeah, another setback. I'm now in two minds whether to replace this whole thing, because it was damp when we got it and it's been damp proofed and stuff, but it's had some damp coursing, but obviously there are some nasty things living in it. Look, here's one now, look. So I can only assume that it's been in the wood dormant for all this time, because it's nowhere else in the console. It is only on that rail. It's not even on the other one, the top one. It's only that bit. So I don't know whether to go down the route of treating it. I'm going to treat it anyway. But I don't know whether to just treat it and see what happens, or to make a whole new stop rail for it. It's only ply. It's not difficult. But it's just typical, isn't it? You know, you just trying to move ahead with a project. That was what I was doing today. I've like emptied the back out because I'm working out where to put like the new combination action and the computer and everything, and then you discover that. So it's one step forward, two steps back with this thing. So honestly, I don't know how to go about it. But I'm going to treat it anyway with some stuff I've just gone down to the shop to get. So we'll see what happens. It just seems strange to me that it's only in that bit. I'm going to have to monitor the rest of the stop rail very carefully. Because if it starts popping up all over the place, it's going to have to come out, and all the stops are going to have to be taken off, and we're going to have to remake it. And again, I'm in two minds whether to do that anyway. I've got I'm tempted tomorrow now to go to B&Q and buy some wood and do it, but it's just really is a pain. But anyway, this is how we're going to treat it. So this is what I got. Woodworm killer, ready to use, and I've also got this stuff, which is this Woodworm killer solution, and it's got like a little injector thing. But what I'm going to do first of all, I think, is use this with the spray bottle and see if I can just cover that area and see what happens. So yeah. So after trying to use this thing, it's not like a proper, what I thought it was, focus. It's not like a proper nozzle. It's like it's quite a large space, and also because the stop rail is upside down, I can't get at it. So, and I don't want anyone to say anything here, but I've got this. I knew it would come in handy one day. I'm not admitting to any dodgy habits, but these are brilliant. So I'm going to try that. So I've got little bowl thing, and we're going to fill it with the solution and squirt it into the holes and then see what happens. Not that I'm expecting much to happen, but could do with the dust around here. Oh, well, at least that bit's treated anyway. Right, let's have a go. Right then, Compton, time for your injection. And repeat that process. So I know you can't really see properly, but those have all been injected with the stuff, and these ones too. And I didn't get it on camera, but I did see one of them. He poked his head out and started waving at me, and then so clearly we've kicked the nest. They don't like the stuff. So what I'm going to do now is, because I've injected it all, I'm going to use the spray bottle and then spray the holes, and hopefully, because what I'm thinking is, you see the cracks in it, which doesn't look very good, I know, but I'm thinking with the cracks, if we spray the woodworm treatment stuff with the spray bottle, hopefully the wood will soak it up and that will go into the wood, and that will prevent any. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to monitor this over the next few weeks, and if it gets any worse, then replace the whole stock rail. It might be worth replacing it all anyway, because yeah, it's not very good. But right, so spray bottle time. Lovely. Right, so while that is drying, it doesn't take long. Apparently, it takes about an hour, and it's like a solvent thing. So it's solvent based, so it'll soak into the wood, and hopefully, as I say, it'll go through the cracks, and any creepy, crawly, nasty things will have a bite of that stuff and perish. But while we're here, I thought I'd have we haven't seen this side, so I thought we'd have a look at the back of the console. So we put this shelf in, so that is going to mount that's just down there, the power supply. So that's going to, so the stop's going to have power, and that's going to run all that. You can see the back of the keyboards under there. You've got the connections. We need to remove these and to get the cable in properly. This is Woodworm killer. So yeah, it's not damp, don't worry about it. Back of the back rail, obviously. Now, on it, swell pedals, and the pedals, which need to work out how we're going to do that contact wise, and all the main power will come through this corner. And over here, if you can see it in the dark light, this is a Roland BK7M, and that is going to be, at the moment, the piano module, because Hatwerk doesn't do pianos very well, I don't think. So it's going to be an external MIDI running the piano off that, because it's quite good. It's, it's a decent sounding piano. Well, that's all for the moment, but there's also something else. There's a space here, and we might remove this as well yet. The space here needs to build a shelf across, because that is going to mount what I'm going to show you next, which is the combination system. So this rather baffling looking thing is the new combination system. Well, I say new, it's not new. It's actually off a theatre organ that's now running on Uniflex, I think. So obviously this was no longer needed. So it's built by CMTS, and what it consists of is a load of circuit boards and then a massive bundle of cables which go out to the stops and go out to the pistons or whatever. And this has, I think, 99 levels of memory, so you can set it. So the plan, is to mount this in the back of the console. And I know that people will be screaming at me saying, no, it needs to be on the side. No, I don't want it on the side. The reason I don't want it on the side is I don't want it to spoil the look of the console. I don't want it to sort of detract from, I want it to sort of look as original as possible. So I'm thinking maybe I could mount it in here, or actually sort of like that, with like a cutout in the back, so you can just put your hand around the side of the console and change the level. So it's unbelievably complicated. It came off an organ, like I said, it had 3 bolsters on it, and I think it was 14 ranks or something, and like I say, triple bolster, so it has more than enough capability of doing 2. So that is what's going to run it all. Runs off 18 volt DC, So exactly the same as the Compton, Action, so that it'll run off the power supply. So the power supply is wired in to these two terminals. That's what runs it, and these two cables go to this thing, which is the heatsink. So that is how that works. So that's been another hour now. That's had another spray, so we'll just leave that for a bit. I know it's probably overkill. I'm going to try and redo this every few days and just monitor it, and just hopefully it'll be okay. Also, while we're at it, I've decided that that's going there. So this PreSonus Audio Box i2 is where the main audio output for the organ will go, so main left and right. Now I know with quite a number of Hackwerk based organs, it's preferable to have multiple channels of audio going out, because of obviously you might have I know some people who've got like a speaker per rank, but because I'm trying to replicate an organ that is amplified in real life, left and right is fine, because you can mix it on an EQ anyway. And also it also has a USB input, so you can mount a device. So I'm hoping, like I did last time on the old console I had, the pedal board contact board will the input board will go to that, and that saves a USB input on the computer. So that is the plan, but I think it looks quite good there. It's also, oh hang on a minute, I've just realised something. It can't go there because the stop rail can't lift up. Okay, never mind. So now my thinking is with the BK there to mount it on like a little shelfy type thing there, or maybe have it a bit further back. So the idea is that, you know, the setter, if it fits, this is the critical bit, will go excuse me, the setter will go here. It might be too wide. If it is too wide, like I said, the other option is to take that out, because now this bit anyway is surplus to requirements, because that is the back of the keyboard there, the manual, so it can sit in there. The other option is to make it make another shelf for that and have it sort of mounted in this space down here. I haven't quite worked out where the best place is for that, because the swell pedals poke through, so that's something we're gonna have to work out, and really it needs two people, so when there's someone else here we'll work out where that can go. But I think the electronics can be mounted left to right. The power supply might even sit under there, which leaves space here for the computer. Depends how big this space is. So it's not, I'm not doing it all by measurements, I'm just putting stuff in and seeing how it fits together, and then it might change at a later date. So I'm going to go and get the computer and see what that looks like now. So people have asked me in the past what computer I use, and a lot of them are quite surprised when I tell them what it is. It's not a big customized PC, it's not a custom made job, it's not a Mac, you know, it's not like a Mac Pro or anything like that. This is simply a Dell Optiplex 7010. This is basically an office PC. However, it does still have 16 gig of RAM, and it's got a quad-core processor in it, so it's not sluggish, and it will run the Hackwerk program. It does not have a powerful graphics card. You don't need it. You're only running Hackwerk after all. This is a dedicated PC for that program, so it doesn't have to run, you know, graphic intense programs. It also doesn't have a large hard drive in it or a solid state drive. It just has a 250 gigabyte hard disk drive. That's all it's got, and that is all you need for most size instruments. This will run the big 60 rank Wurlitzer on it. You know, it's enough. What would you want? I mean, this organ is basically going to be dedicated to run 14 ranks, so that's theatre ranks, so that's 28 ranks in total. That's the way Hackwerk works it out. This will do the job. It's always done it. It's never skipped a beat. That's also one of the reasons I use the M Audio audio interface because it takes a bit of pressure off this, and you also get clean audio coming out, because computers, specifically gaming computers, can color the sound in and make it sound better. It's meant to be optimized for like making music and sound effects sound good, whereas using an audio interface through USB is just a flat response. There's no coloring of the sound, if you like. There's no EQ. So that's what I use. Dell Optiplex 7010. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't fit where I want to put it, so I'm going to have to build some sort of shelf and put it underneath there. I think that's the best place for it. So, on with that. So, as it stands at the moment, again, we're on our, I think, 4 or 5 now, and we've given it another little coat. I have seen one more little critter run out, which is just fine dandy, so at least they're coming out. But I'm just hoping that what we're doing will prevent any offspring from spawning, because I hope for their sake they don't, because it'll be a very short existence, because if the next time I see another woodworm, it's being splatted. Anyway, so computer's in, not secured in, that needs a better base, but that is in now. That is where it's living. M-audio thing's there. PreSonus, sorry. The BK7M is there. That will be raised on a little shelf, and the power supply for the stops is underneath, and the setter is going to go in here. That is a job for tomorrow, which I may film and do it as a follow-up to this video, because hopefully this will be up on Sunday, which is tomorrow, and then tomorrow I shall be filming more stuff for the next week, hopefully. So there we go. Also, you know, organ building, good stuff. So there we are, folks. That's just a little update today on what's been going on, and you know, a bit of pest control. That's really quite annoying. I hope that what we've done will solve the problem, because if it doesn't, then yeah, we've got to make new stop rails, and I don't really want to do that, because who can be bothered doing that? So thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.